It's 7:30 in the morning, and as you can see, he's having a very good day.
This is filtered water, and it is a little warm. And now we're gonna give Franklin a little warm-up soak. And now Hayden's gonna gently place him in the bath. Gentle, gentle.
Was that gentle enough?
Yes. Usually in the morning, Franklin comes chill in his pool for as long as he wants. And then when the water gets cold, he'll come out. Look, Franklin's drinking a lot of water. He must be thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah, I never seen him do this before.
So while Franklin is, you know, just being a statue over there, I'm gonna take out his food plate and we're gonna make his breakfast.
Yeah.
So I'm done making Franklin's breakfast. Half of it is gonna be breakfast. Half of it is gonna be his afternoon snack. We got collard green, lettuce, Missouri, cactus, and hay. And then outside in the afternoon, I'm going to give him some hibiscus leaf. I might add a little more. Seems like it's too little for breakfast. There you go. And he likes things fresh, so I'm going to refrigerate this guy. It's been about 15 to 20 minutes, and as you see, Franklin is still inside, enjoying his bath, and he loves it. And you know he loves it because he's in that helicopter position where his legs are out, and he's just relaxed. I'm going to put in his food, and maybe he will come out because sometimes he'll lay in there way too long. Franklin is very motivated by food. He sees his food. Maybe this will entice him to come out. You see, he also made a little poo-poo there. That's what they do in the bath. Right above Franklin, there is a heat lamp, so as he eats, he's also getting warmed up as well. You can see his tail is out. Why don't we make a bet? Do you think is he pooping or he peeing? Ah, nothing yet. Surprising. You silly tortoise boy. You got it stuck on your mouth. Yeah, here. Tortoise ASMR. I've dumped the dirty water. Franklin will now finish his breakfast, and after he is done, I will take him outside to play for the rest of the day. Franklin is outside playing right now, so I'm gonna give you a brief overview of his indoor enclosure. We got nerve plant, we got hostas, more nerve plant, and a single spider plant. So the situation is when I originally planned for this indoor enclosure, I bought a lot more nerve plants because he loves to trample over them, and I thought some of them would die, so I would need replacement. However, these are very resilient and they are thriving, as you can see. So we have leftovers that are now in the garden. However, the temperature is getting colder, so if I don't move them somewhere, then they'll likely die. I am thinking of planting the ones in the garden, like right around this border here. Here, you know, we have the transparent sticker thingy situation to where, you know, he feels secure. But to be honest with you, Franklin feels secure in his indoor enclosure. He doesn't bump against the glass. He's not trying to get out or do anything. I think he understands that this is just a place that he will sleep, and in the morning he will go outside. Here's the rest of the plants. They were outdoor, kind of just chilling out until I knew what to do with them. The thing about owning a tortoise is that it's ongoing. I've had Franklin now for about 2 months, and I am constantly thinking of new projects to do for him. I think I'm gonna make him a custom leash because he loves going on walk, and you have to find a way to prevent him from going into the street and getting hit by a car. And then with his outdoor enclosure, it looks, you know, pretty done. The issue is that he's eating through his clovers and everything so fast that I'm constantly replanting. I underestimate how much he eats in terms of like weed. So this backyard situation is about 1,000 square feet of grass. However, in the span of the first month and a half of being with us, Franklin went and basically ate off all the dandelion within this enclosed space, which is kind of astonishing to me. So I am thinking that I might section off a piece of the garden somewhere. I haven't decided. And I bought clover, and we're just gonna make a giant patch of clover hill for him. Okay, but first, let's focus on the tasks on hand and bring these guys in and plant them in the indoor enclosure and see how that looks. Nope, that's what Franklin's doing. I just gave him his little snack. All right, bye Franklin. Have a good rest of the day. This is my own bioactive soil mix that I did. It works well for Franklin today. You see it's very soft, and it works well for the plant because as you can see they're growing great. If you want to know how to do this, I think I have it in a video. You can search it up. I also am gonna make a video for leaf litter, how I do that myself because it's quite expensive. It's about $10 if you buy it from the Bio Dude. I went ahead and planted the plants, and now this, you know, is our stirring spoon for Franklin's indoor terrarium. I use it to aerate the soil so it doesn't get too hardened, and you know, if the soil line goes down, I always have a pre-mixed bag that we saved from earlier to add more soil if necessary. Inside Franklin's hide, I don't pour water in there. I like to mist it a little bit because pouring water, it might be too much and you don't want it super damp because they can get respiratory infection. But out here, you know, just me watering the plant, it keeps the soil accurately moisturized. These nerve plants are great because anytime the soil is too dry, they kind of wilt, and it gives me like a visual that, you know, I need to moisten the soil. So that's it. Let me go ahead and water these guys up front. In terms of humidity, the lowest it gets in here is about the low 50s. Right now it's very low because obviously I have to keep the doors open for a long time to plant the plants, but once I water it and close it up, it should return to its normal humidity, which is around high 56 or low 60s. There you go. I know a lot of people hate on the glass enclosures for tortoises, and I totally agree if they were living in it full time because simply it's not large enough. But if it's something for sleeping, I think it is a great option. It's very cool. You can even see your plant roots growing, and it's very easy to see if the soil needs more water or not. Like in this area, you can see it needs more water. And here, these guys are happy because you can see the water line where it gets dried. And it just makes everything visually appealing and just easy to see. I can, you know, have an eye check. I don't have to guess to see if it's, aside from looking at the humidity monitor up here, I can just visually look at it and tell if things need to be hosed down or not. So it's great. I love the glass enclosure. Weekly, since I'm spraying the enclosure down, I also have to spray the springtail cultures that we are growing because if the clay get dry, they all die. As you see, the springtails have been released. I like to release them near the food bowl area because that's mainly where Franklin poops, pee, eat, and as you see, he's kind of messy, so you know, I try to clean it, but there's always going to be scraps and whatnot. So they just keeps everything very clean. The enclosure, even though I'm sure, you know, I have missed a poop here or there or pee here or there, it never smells bad. They keep just everything smelling nice and whatnot. And I noticed with Gertie, whenever I was using just the cocoa core, and yeah, it smelled bad. You can tell that there was a reptile living there, and it has to be constantly changed. I've had the same dirt for 2 months now, and I don't see any issues with it. Came to check on what Naughty Boy is doing, and he has food hanging off of his mouth, so he must have ate all of his little snack, or at least a lot of it. Let's go check. Yeah, pretty much. He left some cactus, but aside from that, he dug in. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. You having a fun day outside? Oh, you ate some clovers. Can I get it off your cheeks? There you go. Ah. Oh. Have a good day, Franklin. Oh, you want a rub? Okay, fine. There you go. What do you want? Why are you crawling to me? Why are you crawling to me, sweetie pie? You're such a good boy, Franklin. Right. Bye-bye.